here's the deal. When we originally spoke about it, you were hesitant and essentially refused consent for us to draw your blood. That being said, we applied for a search warrant for your blood. It was granted. So that being said, she's going to draw your blood, and we'll get a copy of that documentation when she's finished, and we go over all that. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay, perfect.
All right, so I'm having you. I'm gonna have you sit back there just so that your arms are behind you. I mean, just put your no. Just put your back as well. There you go. Perfect. And then if you are able to, if you're able to just kind of turn the arm over. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, perfect angle right there. Yeah, just as long as you keep the arms straight, we're good.
I want to tell you something that happened to me. I need you to listen. Really listen. Because by the end of this, you're going to realize that this could happen to you, to your brother, to your son, to your husband, to anybody. This isn't a movie. This isn't something I made up for a song. This is what happened to me on August 6th in Mesa, Arizona. It was 1, maybe 2 in the morning. Me and my wife got into it. Just an argument. Nothing crazy. She locked me out. Her parents were asleep, and I didn't want to bang on the door and make it worse, so I did what I thought was the responsible thing. I got in my car, drove around the corner, parked behind the Bashes. That's where I would go whenever I needed to be alone. It was literally right behind the house. My plan was simple: sleep in the car, let her cool down, and then, go back in the morning with a clear head. I was playing chess on my phone, and I fell asleep.
911 emergency.
Yeah, I'm behind the Bashes parking lot, and there was a guy here in a car that's been running. He's been there for like over an hour, and he's kind of stooped over the steering wheel. I just kind of probably need a wellness check on him.
All right, so you're at the Bashes there. I see that as 2910 North Power Road in Mesa.
Yeah, but it's in the parking lot that's like behind the yoga studio.
Yeah. Hello, how are you? Came in for a yoga class, and it was there and running, and that's been like an hour and a half ago. And just kind of snooped over the steering wheel, so get somebody a wellness check on him.
Okay.
Something. So anyway.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir.
Yep.
Next thing I know, banging on the window. Flashlights everywhere. I open my eyes, and there's cops surrounding my car. They didn't ask if I was okay. They didn't say, "Sir, are you all right?" They opened my door and told me to get out.
The first officer on the scene understands the assignment. He's there to check on a man's welfare. But a wellness check quickly becomes an interrogation. Rami, startled from a deep sleep, explains his situation.
I asked them what I did wrong. They said nothing. I said, "Then why are you pulling me out of my car?" They said, "It's a welfare check. Somebody called." A welfare check? If you really cared about somebody sleeping in a car, you'd knock on the window yourself. You wouldn't call the police and then stand there and watch like there's a show going on.
In your car?
Yeah.
Are you good? Do you need the fire department?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I got into an argument with my wife, sleeping in my car because we got into an argument.
An
Went right
argument
across
with
the
his
way.
wife,
Okay.
a need for space,
That's
a place to rest.
it?
it.
The officers don't see a man in need of help. They see a suspect.
Anything to drink?
They begin to build a case,
You don't drink
not
alcohol?
from evidence,
Okay. When was the
but
last
from
time
the
you had any
simple
drugs?
human signs of being woken from sleep.
You don't do
Watch
drugs?
closely.
So was the last
Are these the signs of a man on drugs? Or are they the signs of a man who has just been woken from a deep sleep?
Gotcha. All right, let's just come over here and take a seat. We go on the shade. They don't sweat.
It's hot as hell.
I was gonna say we can go over here in the shade.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
You fuck them over there.
Why do you keep going in your pockets? Take your hands out.
Oh, sorry. It's just a habit.
That's probably the worst habit to have.
And he's also the RO.
Yeah, that's what he said. We didn't get his name yet. Yeah, the guy said he came in for a yoga class this morning and came back out, and the guy's still here. So
You're saying you haven't drank any alcohol in the past couple weeks? So my concern is that you're passed out asleep with the vehicle on.
Yeah.
Your eyes are extremely watery and extremely bloodshot, and your speech is a little slurred and a little slow to react on some of my questions. So all that in mind, those are clues of impairment.
Well,
Okay.
those are clues of me just waking up.
So, but they're also clues of impairment. So that being said, I want to make sure that you're okay and that you're able to, if we leave here, that you're able to walk away and you're not going to be walking away impaired. And
I have my
and
longboard in my
Okay.
back of my car.
so if you hang out here, I'm going to go grab my clipboard and then I'm going to put you through a series of tests to make sure you're okay. All right?
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right. I'm not going to demonstrate against the jury's out. So left foot on the line, right foot in front of it, heel to toe. So left foot on the line, right foot in front of it, heel to toe. So stay in that position, tight and move. All right, heel to toe. Perfect. All right, so when I tell you to begin, you take 9 steps down the line, turn around, take 9 steps back. When you turn your feet on the line, your other foot take short steps to the turn. Once you turn around, take your 9 steps back. Do not stop until you're finished. Watch your feet at all times, and keep your arms out your side. Any questions? Do you remember all those instructions again? Yeah. Perfect. Again, friendly reminders, count your steps, watch your feet, your arms out your side. Okay? Any questions? Perfect. Begin.
1. Way easier.
Count your steps out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Finished? Perfect. You can relax.
Knees.
Perfect. Just like that. Arms out your side. So remember, for this one, you're going to tilt your head back. Feet together, arms on your side. You're going to tilt your head back, and you will close your eyes. When I tell you to begin, you're going to think 30 seconds. When 30 seconds has gone by, bring your head forward, open your eyes, and say stop. Any questions on that? Okay, perfect. All right, head tilted back, eyes closed, and begin. You're done? Perfect. You can relax. How'd you count?
In my head, 1,000 to 1,000.
Okay.
Am I getting a ticket or anything?
We're still part of our evaluation process. So we're not there yet. You know, earlier you said you'll blow into like a breathalyzer thing. That's what this is. You said no alcohol whatsoever, right?
Nope.
So what do you think the numbers are going to be?
0.
0? It's good to hear.
So you got here after 10 last night?
It was after.
Did you just immediately fall asleep, or you just like watching movies, or what do you normally do? Just hang out,
I was playing chess.
playing chess on your phone?
I without my phone like 2 weeks ago. The app for that.
I would say good way to kill time.
Good
way to kill
I'm not playing chess. I was going to try to learn, but I got around to it.
They asked me to do a breathalyzer. I said fine. I had nothing to hide, and I blew into it.
Give me a deep breath, tight still, and blow for about 3 seconds. And it's all over.
0.0000.
Are you ready? Deep breath. Hold it. Deep breath.
Nothing.
About 3 seconds.
Clean.
Almost there.
Completely sober. And I thought, okay, now they'll let me go. Now they see there's nothing wrong, and I can go back to
The
sleep.
system has already made its choice. The first test, the one that should end this entire encounter, the breathalyzer, 0.000. No alcohol, not a trace. In a sane world, this is where the story ends. Rami goes home. The officers move on. But we are not in a sane world. We are in a system that needs a suspect. The 0.000 result isn't evidence of innocence. It is an obstacle to be overcome. The narrative pivots.
Wow.
I was wrong.
I'll tell you in just 1 second. All right.
Come on, man. Really?
So right now you're under arrest for suspicion of DUI.
One of the officers came back, grabbed my hand, put me in handcuffs, and said, I'm under arrest for a DUI.
I'm gonna go over some paperwork with you here.
I said, what? I just blew a 0. 0.000. How is that possible? He said he suspects I'm under the influence of drugs, not alcohol, drugs. I didn't do drugs. I was sleeping in my car, behind the grocery store, playing chess and falling asleep.
Someone else coming who's gonna check your eyes.
And for this, it doesn't mean you're innocent, guilty, whatnot. This isn't the court setting. This just means
I know. It's just this is.
we believe that you're, or he believes that you're impaired. Now, I'm not one to make assumptions, but
The body camera doesn't just capture events, it captures atmosphere. And in this footage, the atmosphere is thick with unspoken dissent. As one officer forges ahead, driven by an apparent need to make an arrest, the others hang back, their unease a quiet but constant presence.
so were you sleeping here all night with your car on?
Yeah.
Do you still have gas, or is it about to die?
Probably about to die.
Also, I don't think that's very good for a car to just let it idle all night long.
That's true. But it is also not good for a human being to be in a 120-degree weather without an AC.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, these flies are freaking pissing me off. I can't believe I'm not in jail.
Once we're done with this,
You're not going to jail.
Car and wait in AC until my partner gets here and checks out your eyes. We can do that too.
All that's going to happen is you're going to go, like he said, down to the station, which is like
No, it's just
10 minutes away. You're going to essentially just get a ticket that has a court date, and you're going to be released. Whether he drives you back home or whether he drives you back here to get your longboard, it's just a ticket.
Is when your blood results come in, and it shows that you were impaired. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read you this paper. If it does show you're impaired, then charge will be filed in the mail. Not even getting a paper ticket today, okay? But real quick, since you're in handcuffs, you're under arrest, not free to leave. You have the right to remain silent and be safe, made from this case, report of law. You have the right to the president and attorney to require questioning. With the attorney questioning, if you so desire. To have a foreign attorney, you have the right to have an attorney reported for you prior to questioning. Do you understand these rights? So was it?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
And I'd like to exercise that.
Okay. That being said, this paper I'm going to read you has nothing to do with the criminal investigation. It has everything to do with the A. Motor Vehicle Division. All right. So I'm still going to read this to you, and I'm still going to ask you the questions on this form. Once that's over, I won't ask you any more questions pertaining to the investigation. Okay. Will you consent to a test or tests of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substance for the purpose of determining your alcohol concentration or drug content?
He read me my rights and asked me for permission to take my blood.
You got it? Okay.
I said no.
So will you consent to a test or test?
I'm not doing anything wrong. You don't have the right to put a needle in my arm.
If the test results are not available or indicate an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or above, or
He told me if I refuse, my license gets suspended for 2 years. I still said no because I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Will you consent to the tests?
If it's a needle in my arm, hell no. I don't like needles.
So he called the judge and got a warrant,
This one's going to be a blood draw.
a search warrant for my blood.
Not consent to the tests?
Last time I did this, I got my license suspended. I don't like needles. I don't want people putting needles in my arm. I don't like that.
It's a certified phlebotomist. It's not like one of us just jabbing you.
8 needles. No.
All right. Then let me read you this portion of it. If you do not expressly agree to the testing or do not successfully complete the tests, your Arizona driving privilege will be suspended for 12 months or for 2 years if you've had a prior implied consent refusal within the last 84 months.
Yeah, I don't want any.
If the test results are not available or indicate an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or above, or indicate any drug defined in ARS 13-3401 or its metabolite without a valid prescription, then your Arizona driving privilege will be suspended for not less than 90 consecutive days. Alcohol or drug screening must be completed before your privilege may be reinstated. Will you consent to the tests?
I you feel the same way. Me getting suspended.
I understand your concern, but for this one, I need a yes or no. No? Alrighty.
So, as he said, this has nothing to do with the criminal thing. So, if your blood comes back, nothing can. License is still going to be suspended for 2 years because you had.
If you refuse, your license is automatically suspended. It is a choice that is not
But
a
that doesn't
choice.
necessarily mean anything.
Rami,
A lot of
afraid
people
of
could be
needles
impaired
and
by
knowing
alcohol,
he has
they could be
done
impaired
nothing
by
wrong,
prescription drugs,
refuses.
they could be impaired by
It is his
prescription drugs,
right.
illicit drugs.
But in this
You could be
system,
impaired by-
exercising your rights is a punishable offense.
I don't like
The refusal
needles.
is all
I
they
hate
need.
needles.
The
You
arrest
can-
is made,
You can look
but the
away.
violation
You can have
is
your
not
phone when you're
over.
down there if you want to be distracted, if you want to bite on something.
I look away. I hate looking at
Just
needles.
look away, think about something else. Obviously, I can't force you or persuade you, and I don't want to do that. But
My house. See. No.
he already made the decision that he's going to go through with it. Like I said, doesn't mean you're guilty or innocent. He just believes that you're impaired.
The refusal only triggers the license suspension.
Today,
It does not stop them from taking his blood.
all that's gonna
Now
happen, you're gonna go
imagine
down
this
there, he's
scenario.
gonna attempt
You've
to get a
done
warrant.
nothing wrong.
If the
You're
warrant is
not
obtained,
driving.
we're
You're
gonna go
not
ahead,
intoxicated.
phlebotomist is gonna
You're
call you,
simply
and within,
existing.
like, 3 to 6 months,
A police
when the blood
officer
results come
wakes
back,
you,
if
questions
you
you, and then delivers an ultimatum.
drug defined in that
We're
statute
taking your
comes
blood.
back in the blood,
You refuse
then
because you have
drugs
every
might
right
be
to
filed, like
refuse,
we said, through
but
the
it doesn't
mail,
matter.
through the
They hold you
courthouse.
down.
But if
They insert
your
a
blood comes
needle.
back clean,
They
nothing
take
in
what
it,
is yours, your
no
blood,
additional
from
things, you
inside
just
your
drop it,
body
but
without
your
your
license is
permission.
still going to be suspended.
Ask yourself, in a free society, what could possibly be more intrusive than the government forcing a needle into your arm and
This is
taking
all
your
I
blood
asked for
by
right here.
force?
They took me to the station. 4 people held me down, and they took my blood by force. I remember pulling my shirt over my eyes because I couldn't watch. I'm terrified of needles. But it wasn't even about the needle. It was about, I couldn't be there in my mind. I left. I tried to pretend I was somewhere else. I tried to pretend I could hear my son laughing in the other room, that I was home. But I wasn't home. I was in a chair with police officers holding me down, taking something from my body that I said no to. A grown man, a father, a husband, a business owner, hiding like a child with his shirt over his head from the people who are supposed to protect me. I was sleeping in my car, parked behind a Bash's', a block away from my house. No alcohol in my system, nothing. And they still offered me 4 years in prison. 4 years for sleeping in my car. I lost my license for a year. Got a suspended license ticket. Lost my job. My son's teacher was right there watching the whole thing. Now she looks at me different at pickup. My son asked me, "Dad, why can't you drive me to school again?" And I'm running out of things to tell him. Every time I park my car at night, my hands shake. Every time I see red and blue lights, my chest gets tight. Every time somebody knocks on a window, any window, I'm back there. They didn't just take my blood that night. They took my peace of mind. I'm telling you this because I want you to know how easy this can happen to anybody. You don't have to be drunk. You don't have to be high. You don't have to be doing anything at all. You just have to be sleeping. Innocent until proven guilty. That's what they tell you. They lied.
Being said, we applied for a search warrant for your blood. It was granted. So that being said, she's going to draw your blood. We'll get a copy of that documentation when she's finished, and we go over all that. Okay. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, so I'm gonna have you do. That's fine. I'm gonna have you sit back though, just so that your arms at the right angle. So if you just put your no. Just put your back over as well. There you go. Perfect. And then if you are able to, you're able to just kind of turn your arm over.
You want to uncuff that?
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, perfect angle right there. Yeah, it's just as long as he keeps his arms straight, we're good.
Just breathe, bro.
You're doing really good. Doing really good. Do you want me to do a countdown or just do it? Okay. Alright, well, don't move. That's it. Worst part's over. Time.
11:05.
Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You're doing great. We're halfway done. Just back to it. Keep breathing out. I'm gonna remove this right there, okay? I need you to keep your eyes straight. Alright, keep breathing. Keep breathing. Alright, okay. Yeah, they're coming out.